Hello traders and welcome to my video on the W pattern. This is a basic candlestick pattern which can help you to catch moves like this one, which went for over 750 pips. Please watch the full video if you want to learn how to get the best out of this particular pattern. So as the name suggests, we're looking for a candle formation that forms a W pattern. So this is a bullish price pattern. What we're looking for first is a downtrend, which we have here. Okay, so we're going to mark that off, and then we're going to look to trade a reversal to the upside. And the purpose of this is to enter the new trend as early as possible. We want to buy as low as we can just to make sure we get as much out of the move as possible. Okay, so if we draw the W, you start with the downtrend, and then when it reaches level of support, you go back up. So mark off where the resistance is before price turns back down. So we have there. As price falls again, we mark the support again, and then we wait for price to go back up, forming the W. So you can see there we have one line, two line, three line, and the fourth line is going to be the completion of the letter W, hence the name, the W pattern. Now this is a pound-dollar 1 hour chart. You can look for this pattern on any trading instrument and any chart time frame. I prefer the 1 hour charts, 4 hour charts, daily charts, weekly and monthly, simply because they contain more price data, and therefore I find signals tend to be more reliable, whether that's with candlestick patterns, price action analysis, support and resistance, technical indicators, and so on and so forth. So to complete the W pattern, we're going to look for a breakout here of this middle level. So if we just mark that as our resistance, you can see that this level has been tested a few times back here as well, thus emphasizing its strength. And as the W comes up, we're going to look to trade this breakout here, okay? And that will complete our W pattern. Okay, so we've got two consecutive lows, got the resistance, the middle of the W there, and we look to trade on the breakout. We can place our stop loss either below the support level or on the other side of the breakout, around 10 to 20 pips. You don't want to do it right on the level of resistance. Here comes support, simply because you can get taken up prematurely here, which is why I like to leave a buffer 10 to 20 pips, which would have kept us comfortable. Had price turned around against us, we wouldn't have been taken out too early. But I think it's still important to keep the stop loss relatively tight, because if price did continue to fall down in this direction here, we wouldn't just want to keep a losing trade open and just let it go against us. So I like to cut my losing trade short and let my winning trades run. So once we're in here, you can see the strength of this W pattern. If we just zoom out of the chart, I mean, the potential of this move over the space of around a month or so, in fact longer than that, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, okay, 6 to 8 weeks, you know, over 700 pips potential. Yeah, it just goes to emphasize that this particular chart pattern can help you capture some big market moves. What we could have done is, if we had got in at this entry point as price moved up, we could have moved our stop loss with it. So I would have looked to follow the support, new levels of support that are formed. So as we go up, you can move your stop loss below here and below this support level here. As price continues, this support level and up below the support. So you're basically trailing the prices as it moves up and just locking in profits. So if it does turn around, you're banking pips. Probably the last one we would have got away with would have been this support level. Then price, if we didn't exit up here somewhere, would have turned back around and taken us out. But nonetheless, that still would have been a trade worth over 400 odd pips based on that simple chart pattern there. So again, with good money management, it just shows the strength of this particular setup. You can of course use candlestick patterns and technical indicators to confirm entries. One thing before we look at that is there may have been an opportunity to re-enter here with another W chart formation, W pattern set up here, just in case you missed that initial move or you had got taken out here. You could possibly be looking for a re-entry around this point somewhere. Do have a potential W pattern forming there. Just mark that. You see here you have the downtrend, price goes up, back down, two lows of support and then a breakout, which would have been there, which would have been a decent entry. You can see this level held up as support and price continued upwards. Perhaps if you honed in even more, you could have, let's just remove that. It could have been a W entry around here somewhere. We did have this drop off as well. So yeah, you'll find these everywhere on your charts. They are open to some interpretation. I do find that it tends to be more reliable on the higher chart timeframes. If we go back to the initial entry, again, it was following on from a downtrend, which is a key component of the W pattern because it's a reversal pattern. So we ideally want to take it then to get into the new trade at an early opportunity. You can look at other candlestick patterns as well, just to confirm your entry point inside bars and spinning tops, pin bars, through white soldiers. I do have numerous videos on candlestick patterns you might want to take a look at just to help you be more aware of them, as they can fine tune your entry and also help you to avoid possibly riskier trades. I know a lot of you like indicators. Once you've spotted the W pattern, you can confirm trends and trades with indicators such as the ADX, this indicator here. So basically on the ADX, when the green line, the plus DI, is above the red line, signals that we have a bullish market. And this main line here is used to measure momentum. I use a 20 level. You can use something higher. 20, 25, 30 is our common levels. Some people may use lower. But for me, anything above 20 on the ADX suggests strong market momentum. Anything below would suggest more of a range in market. Okay, so we're going to look for with the ADX, the green to be above the red and plenty of momentum. So if we look here, this is when it started to gather momentum. The green is above the red. We had the slight pullback, as you can see from looking at your charts here, but then once we mark off the nice bullish divergence here to the upside, higher lows, green above red, momentum and a nice upwards trajectory, this could have been a good way to time entry into this particular trade. And by then as well, you know, the trend had started to form. So there are traders who would prefer, instead of entering here, they just wait, you know, for confirmation of the trend and then look to trade based on a technical indicator. You could even trade that as a breakout of the resistance level. You some wedge pattern as well there. Okay, you have strong candlestick patterns there suggesting bullish price action, and of course the ADX. It had to pull back. This resistance then became support and held up well, and price did continue an upwards trajectory. Again, you can get on this trade. There's resistance there, breakout above that. ADX still showing a strong bullish momentum. So yeah, the key to this is first identifying the W pattern and then deciding if you would like to trade based on the breakout of the completion of the pattern, which is the textbook way to trade it, or you just want to wait for the trend to form first, then look to time your entry with other forms of market analysis. As always, make sure you have sensible money management in place with a favorable risk to reward ratio. One of the worst things is seeing a winning trade turn into a losing trade, and also having one loss that would wipe out a run of consecutive winners. I mean, if you've got a stop loss of, I don't know, 50 pips and a take profit of 10, I mean, one loss is going to wipe out 5 winning trades, not to mention brokers, fees, spreads, commissions, slippage, etc. And again, another good reason to watch the 1 hour charts and above is because the patterns tend to be more reliable and less time chart watching. Okay, that being said, thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe for more. Catch you on the next one.